Deja vu all over again. Today is Tuesday, August 11th, 2026, Stage 3, Breck Epic. It's 6:24 in the morning. Big day ahead. About to head out with 3 aid bags and drop those off. Slept pretty well last night, I'd say. Feel a little groggy this morning, just tired. I think I'm just accumulated fatigue. Today is circumnavigation of Mount Guyot. We cross a continental divide twice. What that means is that we're going to be riding at over 12,000 feet for a period of time today. It's tough to get oxygen at that altitude, but do the best we can. And the weather is rolling in, so I mean, the sooner I get done, the better chance that I'm not going to have to deal with the weather. But the legs are going to have to get me back as soon as possible. So we'll see what it is. See how it goes. I'm feeling, I was like cautiously optimistic. At least I kind of know my limits as of right now. I can only pedal so hard for so long. With any luck, I'll be done in 5 hours, maybe five and a half at the most. I hope, hopefully less. Yeah, legs feel pretty heavy right now. Pretty tired. I'm tired of eating still. That's going to be the theme with this whole thing. So I am, again, I think on the one hand, I feel like I've been overeating, and yet I know that being, when you're at high elevation over time, that you kind of tend to, your appetite takes a hit. So I don't know if it's I'm literally overeating. I mean, I'm certainly eating more than I normally would. Or if that's my body saying, I just don't need to eat. Because it feels weird at this, at 10,000 feet where home base is. So I don't know. I'm choking down as much as I can this morning. I'll bring a bunch of goos, which I'm so sick of consuming, and some, a bar or two to snack along the way, and hydration mix to choke down as much as I can. Objectively, I know I need to keep fueling myself with all these calories, but it is getting a little tougher, and my gut is tired just like my legs are. So we'll see how it goes. All right, Stage 3, Breck Epic 2026, done and dusted. Friggin' hard day. Did it in 5 hours and 10 minutes, I think it was. Brutally hard. Sections of walking, which everybody knew ahead of time. There's some parts that just aren't rideable to any mortal. I don't think even the pros, I don't think they can walk it. Yeah, altitude up over 12,000 feet. That was super hard. Yeah, I mean, the last hour or so, like I was on the rivet. I just couldn't push power. Feel like I was going slower and slower and slower, which I probably was. But I think I came in 8th again when I crossed the line. So I think the results were day 1 in my age group. I think it was 8th, and then 9th yesterday, and then 8th again today. I think I got to double check the results. What's interesting is that if I was racing against a 40-year-old, I would have come in like 5th or 6th every day. So this 50-year-old block is faster than the 40-year-old block. So go figure. Better with age, I guess. Yeah. So again, just done. So I just washed my bike. Actually, there's a hose here, so I just gave a quick rinse, and now I need to do the same for myself. So I'll double check the results and do a evening recap a little bit later. All right, this is the last update of Stage 3 being done. Breck Epic 2026. It's sprinkling out now. I just got back from the riders meeting, and I feel like I've been misled a little bit because the promoter did note that tomorrow's stage is a little bit longer and a little bit more climbing than today. And today was supposed to be the Queen stage. And one of the climbs tomorrow, of the many, we're going to go up a hill called Vomit Hill. So, yeah, it's 40, well, according to the data here, it's 41 and a half miles in length, the full course, and 6,184 feet of climbing, of elevation change. So, which is basically what we did today all over again. super long, super hard. What's kind of dicey is that the weather's going to be rolling in even earlier today. We didn't get rained on today in the course, which was good because it was risky, but I think it's going to be a proper afternoon dousing of rain, which here at 10 to 12,000 feet is can be pretty intense. So what I found is that I'm actually bringing far more water than I need. I feel like I'm staying hydrated, but I'm just bringing a ton of water, like my hydration pack and 2 water bottles and multiple aid stations. So I think what I'm gonna do is wear my hydration pack, fill it only maybe halfway with water, and put my proper raincoat in there, and have that with me and hope for the best. Also of note, my legs are friggin' tired. I'm tired. So I can definitely tell this is where the fatigue accumulation is real. As we've been told, even from there's a nutritionist that was, that spoke briefly at the riders meeting today, that this is also the tough part because recovery is really hard anyhow when you're at elevation and you're working your ass off all day, multiple days in a row. This is the point where you kind of start to lose your appetite, and I certainly kind of felt that today. My stomach's just kind of blah, and so I am going to force down more food and go to bed earlier than I have been. And yeah, man, I hope my legs feel better tomorrow because right now they're pretty cooked. So yep, but wild views today, beautiful views. I mean, had to earn them, of course, climbing up to 12,000 feet twice over the Continental Divide. I may or may not have done a little somersault on the way down on the back end, but all is well. Nothing too dramatic, just part of racing. And yeah, looks like I finished 8th again. I don't know, if things go perfectly well, I suppose I'll finish maybe top 10. I got a few guys that are like kind of neck and neck with their timing with me. There's no way I'm going to move up in the overall standings because like the next person ahead is basically like 30 minutes ahead of me. So super fast dudes here for sure. But that's it. If anybody's interested in racing Breck Epic, hit me up, send me a message. I could give you kind of the ins and outs, kind of behind the scenes stuff. But it's certainly a feat which this has been on my radar for a year. So yeah, doing hard shit, and the sense of accomplishment is pretty cool. It's good to kind of, certainly going into a challenging dark place during some of those climbs, whether I'm riding or walking, and just thinking like, what the hell am I getting myself into? And then flip that when you're done and feeling elated, if not totally kind of knackered. But yeah, it's cool. So halfway mark. Fingers crossed everything else just goes smoothly, and it's just a steady push from here forward. And tomorrow is looking at 5.5 hours again. So hopefully the weather will be tolerable and my legs will function moderately. So sweet dreams.